So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Doing
Yeah.
good.
When I
Ready for
remember
a
that we're
beer.
a podcast.
Beer
Man,
time?
Yeah,
I'm
it's beer
tired.
time.
Couch co-hop time?
Yeah, I haven't had a beer today and I'm
Yes.
so ready.
Well, you having a beer today? Oh,
No.
that's weird. Well,
Uh,
hello everyone. Welcome to the Couch Co-hop. I'm Ian. I got Dave, Jared, and Nick with me.
Hey.
Good evening, good morning, good night.
Aaron couldn't make it, so we will, uh, you know, I don't know. I think we were talking earlier, and I think he's hit or miss. So I feel like Aaron's beers, his choice of beers, are going to be treated like
Special episodes.
special like listener beers. So when he shows up, we'll just drop him in.
He's kind of like the royalty. He graces us with his presence.
Right. I also have another idea, but I'll wait to share that when he's on the show next time. So
Sounds
a
good.
little special new rule, like a second rule in versus Jared had his what do we call that, the Clarkage 211 rule. I think I have the number. I think I have a second rule for the crew, but we'll wait till Aaron's on the show to share that. But anyway, so we're all the four of us are here, and we are, we're the Couch Co-op. We pick a beer, we drink a beer every week. We talk about that beer, and we tell you what we think. We rotate. Everyone gets to choose, and tonight, who gets to choose? It's Dave's turn. He's picked a beer. What beer are we drinking tonight, Dave?
We are drinking an Oktoberfest beer.
An Oktoberfest beer in spring.
Spaten, I think it is.
Spaten.
Spaten.
It's still good. It says it's good till June of 2022, and we're in May. Only just, but
Only just.
But it is an import from Germany, and it's kind of a traditional. It's 5.9, and
But Spaten is a pretty big brewery in Germany, right? They're pretty
Very big, yeah.
established.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so they've been around for a long time, since I think they, sometimes you take these things with a dose of salt, don't you? It's like 1397 was the first time they were mentioned, but is that really continuous brewing? But they've definitely been around since the 1800s. So.
I like how it says malt liquor on it, and it also is a
Yes.
5.9%.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a nice malty lager Oktoberfest. So
Let's pop it.
crack on.
3, 2, 1.
Up.
Oh. Healthy. Very healthy.
Yeah.
Well, that
It's hard to
smells
tell
nice.
the colour because it's in a green bottle, so got a nice bit of malt to it. Though.
It does have a really great smell, Jared. You are correct.
Yeah, it does. It smells great. I like a lot of Oktoberfest because the odors with the ingredients that they use are super
Well,
good.
I'm generally not a big Oktoberfest beer guy because they tend to be kind of spicy, like flavor-wise.
This is definitely on the lower end of that.
Mm-hmm.
I would
It's like
say.
a darker amber color.
It's definitely less. It's less. Well, I will say this: it's Germany, so it's probably more authentic. Whereas American Oktoberfests, they tend to put a lot of shit in theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is malt hops. That's it, really, isn't it?
Right. It's like just like
And
these hops have been toasted a bit, so there's a little more, or the malts have been toasted a bit more, so there's a little bit more of a caramel flavor. It's pretty solid.
Yeah,
But generally,
yeah. I'm
and
liking that
traditionally,
flavor.
it's kind of a Marzen beer, but they would brew it in March, and they'd make it slightly hoppier and slightly stronger, because you couldn't brew new beers from like April to September. So kind of like you have these autumn festivals where it's like we get the harvest for this year. It was like, yeah, we get the brews.
Wait, they're not allowed
what was the
to-
reason for that?
I'm not 100% sure. Like,
Was it
why
a rule, or was it just because or maybe
Harvest.
just they had to keep it
It was a-
sealed?
It was an ordinance in
Interesting.
1553. The beer may only be brewed between the 29th of September and the 23rd of April. As the
But there's no reason why. They don't give a reason
as the
why.
higher temperatures required to heat and boil the ingredients in the kettle were more likely to cause fires and explosions during the hotter summer months.
Oh, interesting.
Basically,
Okay.
just try it. They must have
Safety.
had
Mhm.
some people who were really bad at brewing and caught
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
just
that's
very
funny.
haphazard about it.
So this
Did
was
I-
probably a special brew they brewed to celebrate the end of that, and it's like,
I mean,
October.
you could almost be like this. This almost like of all the Oktoberfest beers I've had that are like in North American based, like that are brewed locally or craft brewed, you could almost pass this off as not an Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it.
it's like a malty lager.
Yeah, I mean, this is like kind of like up my alley. This is kind of like it's a little more malty than hoppy. Obviously, it's like really
Yeah.
more malty.
There's, but the
This
hops
my
is a
second
nice little
case of
touch at the
this,
back
and I'm
end.
really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm jealous of your case now. This is really, really
Yes.
enjoyable. Really easy to drink.
Yeah, and even
How's
on a
the alcohol
hot
content?
summer day, it's quite nice. Like, if it's
5.9.
chilled, it's
Which is
Oh.
funny because it's not meant for summer; it's meant for winter.
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah.
that funny? It's very. It just has a very caramely kind of back end for me.
It has a rich feeling in your mouth. It's not
it's very balanced.
just a
The
watery
hops aren't
beer. Yeah.
the hops aren't overpowering. The malt isn't over. The alcohol's quite in the background, really. I mean,
But almost 6%. So just there's
yeah,
a bit
I
in
mean,
here.
it's
There's a
pretty
bit in
strong
here.
beer, yeah. But by
Yeah.
the same token, it's very well balanced.
What do you think, Nick?
Well, pretty much everything you guys have already said. I've just been busy dipping on it, holding it in my mouth, and just listening to the music of you guys.
The music of us.
It looks very good in that dimpled pint
Mm.
glass. I must admit.
Is that a
Mhm.
is that a Pilsner or Kel glass?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's a
really?
nice glass.
It's just a regular mug that we
Oh.
have. I mean, I normally pour. I usually put ice and whatever liquor I'm drinking in these glasses. But
I have one
I
exactly
figured
like
this would
that.
be.
I have one exactly like
I-
that, but it's a Pilsner or Kel glass.
No, I
It's
have
got
no
it's got the
idea
colour
where.
for that glass. It looks like a pint of
Mhm.
bitter.
Man,
So, but yeah, I like it. This is the second case I've had of this because I accidentally drank the first case because I enjoyed
Whoops.
so
it. I
Oh.
gave you guys.
Well, he
some,
gave
but
us one. He gave me one.
Yeah. And then I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I bet. And I thought I had one down the back of the couch, and I didn't. So I had to go
So-
buy another case.
what? So what was the date on that other case that you got? Was it the same date?
Same as this,
or-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've had it fresh, and it still tastes good. I don't really taste any. Because
Well, is this only so for Spaten? Is this a seasonal beer, or do they produce this year round?
I think they just produce like a batch, maybe for a month or two every year. They produce it, and then it sells out, and that's probably why it was at the beer distributor on the dock sale. Because I mean, really, who's going to buy an Oktoberfest in
Right.
April?
And not to mention it's close dated, and so they're probably trying to flush it out of there too.
Mhm.
Because it was. What did you say you got it for? What, $12 or $10?
12
Or...
bucks for 24 of these.
Damn,
I mean, that's a
that's a pretty good price.
That's
good
awesome.
price
Yeah.
for any beer, but I
But-
actually really enjoy this beer. So
What do we know
And
about
it's all fine.
Spaten? I know we've done one of their beers in the past, but like, are they like Germany's biggest
Oh, yeah.
brewery, or what do we know about them?
Yeah. What did you guys do? I think it was one of my
The double
requests. It
block,
was-
right? The double block.
Yeah, Optimator. That's what it
Optimator.
was.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That stuff's great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything I've had from this brewery, I really like.
But are they Germany's biggest brewery, or
it's
Mm.
one of the largest breweries in Bavaria.
in
but that
Bavaria?
doesn't- doesn't
Yeah.
mean I'm trying to think who'd be bigger in Germany though. I
Are they not a
imagine-
German brewery? Aren't they a German brewery? No.
they're probably owned by one of the big groups by now. I mean, most breweries are.
Yeah.
It's a Spatenbrau,
Actually, I
Munich,
think-
Germany.
I think Spaten's owned by AV InBev, if I'm.
Yeah, I think it is. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
So
they
they're
were
not-
sold to Interbrew in 2003, and then Interbrew
Oh, which.
InBev, didn't they? So, yeah, that would be.
So they're Budweiser. So is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
hence why you can get this here. I mean, but it's kind of
Well, I
funny
mean,
because the case the 24 comes in, you know, you're used to like quite a heavy duty cardboard box. This is really kind of thin, almost papery cardboard that the 6-packs come in. It's just a little different.
It's funny because the first half I'm like totally down to drink, and then by the second half I don't really need another one. Like I wouldn't like certain beers I would be like content to just keep drinking. I don't know if
I put down 3 or 4 of these last night.
Oh, I'm sure you did,
Nice.
Dave.
Yeah.
Easily
I'm sure you
done
did.
more.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that really sweet caramel flavor that it just kind of
It
gets
is a
under
little
my
cloying sometimes after a while.
it kind of is enough. I'm kind of I'm good.
I mean, I could kind of see Ian's point. I mean, sometimes I feel that way when I have a 6-pack of Oktoberfest. I mean, it depends on who it is. I mean, sometimes I can take the entire 6-pack. Sometimes I'll have a couple and just be like, that's enough. Maybe it's time for something else. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of them, as Ian was mentioning earlier, is a lot of at least the American ones are very over seasoned.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
not super palatable if you're going for more than one. It's like
You-
a beer you want to get at a bar, just have like a pint and be done.
I
with it.
generally don't like Oktoberfest beers.
I like them.
because of that, but this one I
Why they
dig.
call it malt liquor.
Yeah.
That, you know, that's.
Yeah.
But but Dave, I think we've gotten to the point where there's a lot of beers that call themselves malt liquor.
Mhm.
actually, I think a lot of Spaten beers call themselves malt liquor because I think that Optimator that I mentioned also.
Yeah, it's
refers
pretty
to
heavy
itself
on
as
malt.
malt
That's pretty
liquor.
heavy on malt.
Well, I suppose that's the German purity law as well, because I mean,
Reinheitsgebot.
they really just have to have malt yeast. And,
Here's another thing we need Dave to explain it. What's the difference between malt liquor and just beer? Or is there a difference?
that'll have to wait for another episode.
See,
'cause
he
I don't
doesn't know. I think it's it's just the more
That
malt.
glow of the computer screen says he's researching it.
He's
right now.
researching
Yep,
it.
I can tell you. I'll tell you in a little bit.
I did just verify it is pronounced with Spaten.
Spa.
Spaten,
Spa.
not Spaten or Spaten
Spaten.
or whatever. It's
Spaten,
definitely
like you're from Boston.
yeah, Spaten.
So apparently, according to the internet, it's just the lager yeast versus the ale yeast, bottom ferment versus top ferment.
Simple.
So it really is nothing.
I think America is kind of what blew malt liquor out of proportion with high gravity stuff.
I think that's what it came down to. Is it's like malt liquor was traditionally high gravity brews.
Yeah. I think America had a big part in
Maybe,
making.
But
malt liquors a
ultimately, it's
thing.
just beer. They call it malt liquor,
Yeah.
but ultimately, it's just beer.
Yeah.
traditionally though, 5.9 would be a pretty strong beer when you think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
before,
back
like,
in the
IPAs,
back in the
think
day, not
even
today. But
British
yeah.
IPAs were
No.
like 5%, so
hmm
anything like getting close to 6 was considered kind of rocket fuel.
This is
high
also
octane.
this is also pretty filling. I don't know. Do you? None of you guys else feel? I feel it's pretty filling. I feel like.
Too filling though. It's not
Yeah.
Guinness.
No.
As
No?
I was mentioning, it was pretty rich. I mean, it feels like kind of a thicker beer
Rich,
on
yeah.
the tongue.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Jared. That's why. Yeah, I kind of feel
Yeah.
like it's a little more.
Not a beer
a little more
we
meat.
want to be drinking next month or the month after.
I like the top end more than I like the bottom end. I think that's where I'm
I get
kind of.
you. When you crack it open, you like that initial smell
Yeah.
and flavor in the first taste or two, and then after a
That
while,
odor
it
was really
yeah.
good.
gets too cloying for you. And too
The
heavy.
aftertaste is what kind of chases you away from having more.
I kind of almost wish the green glass would make it more skunky. I don't think
Well,
it. I don't.
save a bottle for a few months.
Yeah, right. I don't know if the light hits it enough. You know what I mean?
I think this is good.
Yeah, pretty primo stuff.
I mean, let's face it, we're tasting probably, unless we.
Oh, it's a bit. You're right. It's a bit aged.
They're one of the 6 Oktoberfest beers that can be brewed at the official Oktoberfest.
Exactly. If we're going to Germany, this is like when they say Oktoberfest. This is what they
Yeah.
mean. And,
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, there's 6 breweries that can make these beers, and this is one of them.
So it'd really be good with like a nice like sausage
yeah,
and a pretzel and
probably
some
also be really
mustard.
good with
Wiener
the 40
schnitzel.
ounce pints.
Yeah.
some big Swedish titties.
Yeah, so we're going to Mount Angel this year, right, guys?
That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to go there.
I've never done that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Let's do
awesome.
it.
I'd love to do it too, except I think there are going to be people there, and that kind of
Yeah, there's, like,
Oh, there's
people
people
anytime.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots and lots of people.
Like if they just had their own special event for me, that'd be great.
yeah. Well, I think all of us now are done.
Mm-hmm.
Ian just took his last swig.
Let's rate it. What are you guys feeling on this beer?
Yeah, astounding thumbs up on that.
I'm gonna give it.
so
I'm gonna go.
3.5.
I'm gonna go
thumbs,
here.
And I
3.5
think
stubs.
I don't
I
think
think
I
we-
would buy this.
I also think with Ian's thing, 3.5 is like exactly where I would put it.
Yeah,
I'll drink it, but I'm never gonna buy it.
yeah.
I just love Oktoberfest beers, especially since everybody else seemed to jump on the pumpkin bandwagon when fall comes around, and I think that kind of hurt a lot of the other, even the American, like Widmer. They don't even make an Oktoberfest beer anymore, or if they do, it's like a specialty draft only version.
Although even the pumpkin's
Which
gone
is-
out of fashion, because I remember Mike's Pumpkin Ale used to come around about the same time. I haven't seen that for years.
Elysian has like 14 different pumpkin beers. I think they kind of
Fuck
took over. the market.
Elysian, dude.
Then again,
Pumpkin beers, just make
Yeah.
one that's good,
Mhm.
and you'll be all right.
Yeah, and that's
Crazy.
by Southern Tiers Pumpkin. That's the only good one. As far as
All
I'm
right,
concerned.
Davey boy. What video game are you pairing this Oktoberfest Spaten with? A game of some choice.
I had a choice. I'm just not sure. I was going to pair it with Wolfenstein.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hey.
The cold
That's a
one
good
as well.
choice.
Well, yeah, set in Germany.
Which one?
Setting the world to rights. Probably the first remake that was on. Oh, not remake, but the
New
first-
Order.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Wolfenstein New Order. What a good choice. I
Yeah.
could definitely drink some of this with that. That makes sense. You get the whole experience.
Yeah,
100%.
it's like
Good choice, Dave. Good choice.
So.
Well, next week is my choice. I get to pick, and I'm going to be doing Asahi, a Japanese lager.
A dry lager.
A
at
dry,
that.
okay, sure, Jared, dry.
I-
Dry.
I actually
Well-
really enjoy Ian's lager choices. He's like taking us on a little journey.
A little journey. So that's my choice for the next episode, and yeah, we're the Couch Co-op. We
We are
Well, you're-
excellent to each other.
we are excellent to each other. We bend over and take it and enjoy it, and
Yes. Ian's a bottom fermenting bottom.
bottom fermenting bottom. I'm a
His
bottom
is
fermenting bottom.
right now.
It's better to give than receive.
Yes.
It's better than being a bottom fermenting top, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And that would, I don't know.
what does that even mean? Anyway,
I have no idea.
hey everybody, we are the Couch Co-op. You can, hey, please leave us some feedback. You can go to anchor.fm/the Couch Co-op show, and you can leave us voicemails there, man. You can just hit on your phone, hit the button message, hit the message button, and you can record a live message to us. And if you record a live message, we will play it on the air.
Let us know what your favorite seasonal beer is.
Favorite seasonal? Request a beer? Or tell us that we fucking suck and have no idea what we're talking about.
And if you're listening to this in October, this is not a bad choice for your Oktoberfest beer if you want to go seasonal.
There you go.
Or
Anyway.
tell us what a bottom fermenting bottom is.
Yep.
Or versus a bottom top, whatever. Make
What?
up something. Just help me fill in the gaps.
What, Nick? What?
Nothing. I'm asking
I
the
think-
listener something.
I think he's telling the listeners to be responsible.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank Dave,
Because we
Jared.
clearly aren't.
I want to thank Dave, Jared, and Nick for joining me here on the couch for Couch Co-op. Jared!
Be responsible.
Oh,